Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of Total Warhammer 3. We're back with our Yonbo Cathay campaign again, and we are having a party. So we're about to retake the bastion. That'll happen next turn, probably. We're just gonna force march Yonbo over this way, or all the way to Pomay. Yeah. Cameras reset because this game is the worst. Alright, so Miao Ying, we have her getting some recruitment done. We are dropping some archers in favor of crane gunners. We want one cannon in the army. We gotta have something to, push it in. But I figure we could have like one unit archers and then tons of crane gunners here, because she gets them a lot cheaper, so that could be cool. That'll give her army a little bit of a theme. She's got a level. We're gonna take the 20% reload reduction time for the Lord's Army. That's going to ratchet up the power by, 20%. And since we have enough ammo to not run out, probably for a bit, that could help. And we'll do her army with crane gunners, and then, Yonbo's will keep on being like this. And then we'll have an army or two to support. Alright, we want extra damage on it, yeah. No, flaming is better, because we might be up against regenerating things or something eventually, and that will help. And then this guy, who's totally going to lose his job soon, he's just trying to hold on, because he didn't even have a bird. But, we don't have any disasters right now. We just have this war with Vilitch, and he hasn't moved in yet. He will soon. But if we move up north fast enough against him, then, hopefully, he won't, swing in and mess with any of our lower lands, and then we'll be able to fight Rakarth in just, a turn or two. Hopefully. We'll see. Imminent rebellion, that's right. There, we'll just have to lose it, probably. Unless it's Scaven, and then I am unwilling to do so. Hey Coolio, good morning. Hello Thomas. Good morning. I am indeed the Stash Man. I might accidentally cut it again one day though, and then my whole identity will be in shambles. Oh, it's a Cathay rebel force that popped out. Alright, so this guy is fighting my main army. Can I run? Yes. Alright, good. And now the rebels are attacking my settlement here. These are the Celestial Loyalist rebels. We're going to allow it. And, oh! Apparently Barak Var gives you the Star Medal plate. I should have got that a long time ago. That's pretty cool. We'll have to give it to somebody. But whom? Now, Ying already has special armor, so does Yonbo. We'll have to give it to one of our generals that we're going to not have die. I don't even know where this Oscar came from, but he is in for a world of pain now. A world of pain. Alright, we might just... Okay, so they are sieging our land here. Alright, how do we play this strategically? Yeah, we can just move Miao Ying right here. Support here. And then we'll have him pincered. He'll try to run. He'll have nowhere to hide. We're going to be able to easily catch him. This dude's on the other side of the wall. We will worry about him somewhat later. And then Miao Ying, we can press the fight here. This army has a whole bunch of skin wolves. Well, we've got things that match up well against it. So can we get peace? Yes. All right. So we can get peace. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. We're just gonna get peace and a and a non-aggression pact with these rebels. We didn't need that land anyway, and we're gonna make them pay us 8 grand. So yeah, that's fine. This is very Imperial China right here. Very Imperial China indeed. All right, because these are the Celestial Loyalists. We can probably confederate them later. And now we have a friendly-ish place. I guess we should have... If we get an alliance, we'd be able to reinforce our troops while we're there. Yeah, we'll do that. Not a military alliance, but a defensive one. Now, somebody will probably declare war on them at some point and make that annoying, like Lokir or whatever, but we'll just keep it there right now. Now, we made a lot of money in the battles that turn so far. Oh, cool, you don't need to apologize for leaving the stream, man. No, I'm glad you stop around so often. It's always nice to see you. Certainly, you don't need to feel like like you have to be there, or I'm gonna call you to task about it or whatever. Alright, yeah, so we are shoring up our border defenses. We've got this Chaos guy who's taken like the Imperial City and a bunch of other stuff over here, and we're fighting against him. He's besieging this city. We have to win this fight, but if we fight, he'll probably spend one turn like building stuff and then attack. So if we do that, if we wait, we'll have the walls, which will probably be important. So basically we're trying to swing down, because what we just did last time was take this northern land here, and we ended a war with the Chaos Dwarfs and kicked them out. So now we want to just sweep over in this direction and deal with them as best as we can. They only have 4 total settlements. And, like, 3 of them are right here, and then he's probably got 1 right here. And you can't really... You can get a boat on this water, but nobody can get up onto the land from the boat. You know, so it's... once we get this border secured, we can go to the north, and that'll be fine. First, we've got to win this fight, which shouldn't be impossible. He's got a bunch of punchy stuff, and I have a reinforcing army. Alright, so... Yes, let us get to it. Said you missed the Hollow Knight stream? Oh, well, you know, there'll be more. I'm not done yet. We went and found Kingdom's Edge, and lost the Hornet fight for like 10 or 12 attempts, and then we eventually beat her. Spoilers. And got the little brand thing. We didn't really pursue that. And then we explored around the area, went to the Colosseum, won the first thing, and now you don't need to watch it. I've told you everything that happens. Alright, so our reinforcements are going to come in right here, which is going to be great, right? We're going to have all of these archers come in to protect this flank and whatnot. And they're going to be here in a minute and a half. So what we want to do is set up where they're not going to be able to surround us. Do they have a lot of flyers? They do not have any flyers. All right, good. So the arrays against us are just, we've got, you know, these werewolves, lots and lots of these werewolves in the army. So these guys are pretty good, but they're not going to match up well against our troops, right? Because we have a lot of little dudes with spears, and the werewolves want to be attacking big guys. They get a bonus first large of 30, which doubles their melee attack, and that, you know, roughly speaking, melee attack is your percentage chance to hit. There's a little bit of math involved, but roughly speaking, that's it. Now, we do have a couple of large beasties. We'll just keep them over here in the back and try not to get them beat up. We're going to beat on our war drum. Now, we've got a lot of gunners here. If we go, like, here, though, with all of them, if they get dived on, then they'll all get compromised, and that's bad. We can just take a wide build, knowing that our reinforcements are going to come in. And we can put all the artillery in the back here. I think that's probably the move. Maybe move these guys up a little bit further so we can immediately start shelling. Yeah, we'll just move the cannons forward. Deep set crane gun. Couple of peasants in the trees. We're going to have invisible peasant archers pretty soon. That'll be quite nice. But it's not there yet. We don't have our flying wizards set up yet, but soon. Because really, we just need to hold this for a good long minute and 45 seconds, and then everything will be fine once our reinforcements arrive. Because they have a big front line, and I just have a whole lot of guns, and we're going to see if that works out. I bet it will. I bet it'll be fine. And we'll just beat on our war drum here, and... Alright. Miao Ying is a fine fighter. She doesn't have a lot of armor piercing, but she's got very, very jacked stats. And Norsca's not that armored, so she'll be fine on foot. She can turn into a dragon as well. That is not wise against this army. They've got, like... well, maybe it'd be fine, actually. Yeah, no, we'd get hit by the skin wolves, so... Peasants in the trees. Oh, it's much older than all of that. This, after all, is a faction based on Chinese history. And armies like this, backed up by historically accurate lion statues, are, of course, a feature of the period. This one is a black lion statue, a jet lion. This one is a lion of jade, and together they are defenders of the realm. Alright, let's get to it. This battle is actually probably not going to be very tough, so we spent a lot of time hyping it up. It's just going to be a 1-on-2 where we have a stronger force. But, you know, that's all to the good, right? The cannons are firing, question mark? No, okay. Maybe we'll move slightly forward and begin firing. Yeah, there we go. And the first of the great cannon shots will come in. So they're really messing up here, right? This is a terrible foolishness for them. They're waiting for all of my reinforcements to get here. They don't have anybody coming. They're messing up. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm not sure if these northern barbarians are very smart. Because if they're just going to let us light them up, we're going to do it. Oh, well, the thing is they, the thing about them is they're not really transforming into a dragon. They're more like letting you see that they're really a dragon. Yuan Bo's not a human person. Miao Ying, the storm dragon here, she is not a human person. They are literally the children of the literal dragon that is the literal emperor. All these peasants are people, but the dragons are not people. Except in the sense that everyone in Warhammer that's sentient is a person. But yes, they are powerful wizards, they are powerful duelists. Miao Ying's dragon transformation looks like this. And she's like, "Oh, did you guys want to have a party?" It's all about sending a message. And speaking of a message, this whole army is now here. We're going to get them into a melee front and just pull them wide in front of everyone. Or rather, over there at the Skin Wolf lands. And once our crane gunners open up... See, they're trying to flank around the entire sides, which actually is, you know, that's a good move. We should have thought of that. Because all of these guys are charging into the peasants. This is a terrible fight for them. They're going to, like... It's a terrible fight for them. We might actually just beat them off the point here. Just totally take them out of the trees with no support at all. We're going to drop a halberd summon in the back here. This is really going to turn it up a notch. And, yeah. I think, yeah, We're going to get the dragon in. Get a dive here. She is going to charge, and that's bad. Alright, yeah, Alright, so we managed to let these wolves get directly onto the cannons in spite of having all this stuff here. The good news is we've got all of these guns to bring to bear, so the cannon probably won't get killed. We've got a whole lot of support. This whole flank attempt has totally collapsed. You know, all of the skin wolves totally off, which means we need to reorient all of these archers into this direction. Miao Ying is beating the brakes off of their leader here. She is just being a menace, rolling around. We're going to turn back into a person because we're taking missile fire. Alright, good stuff. Chaos Warriors are right here. That is the #1 priority for the crane guns. No, we don't need to focus fire them. Their army's in full route. We forgot to bang on the drum. We forgot to bang on the drum. Let's begin to bang on the drum, guys. Yao Ying's gonna throw a heal here. Gonna heal our guys, but not us. That's what a nice lady she is. Yeah, this is what you call 2 full stacks. Because you can get 20 unit cards or heroes or whatever, 20 total in one army. That's it. And there's some ways to sort of get more with army abilities for extra summons or whatever, but in principle, you only ever get 20 units per army. So if you have a reinforcing army of 20 more, then you get 40, which is so hard to deal with, and I am getting my archers punted all around. We're actually taking a bunch of losses here. I have a lot of slots in this army that we're basically not doing anything. But I think a lot of us were getting value, so at least there's that. Miao Ying's just going to use a little bit of healing on herself to get a little bit of HP. She has a massive HP pool. Being a dragon, they have like 10,000 hit points. Which a normal foot character has like 4 or 5. But they're not normal foot characters. They're dragons, and they're just pretending to be you know, human-shaped. They might also actually be human-shaped, but they are literally dragons. It's not like they don't, like, do it with magic. Except that being a dragon is magic. Alright, we lose a peasant. A terrible tragedy. You know, it's alright. This army already fled, so they'll be entirely wiped out. So if you fight an army, they'll just, like, run away sometimes. And then you have to chase back up to them and then fight. And then they can't run again, you fight. And then they won't be able to, like, reorganize their forces if they've already fled. Your hero becomes legend. Hey, this guy, this Astromancer, Jian Ringxi. He is a legend. He got a moonbird by himself. I think we'll take this trickster's helm and put it upon his head. That'll be good. Actually, if we give him Vanguard, yeah, that's better. Now we'll have a Vanguard caster. We'll just be able to throw him all the way out there in the front, and he'll just be able to make people miserable. Oh, cool. We can give him the Jar of All Souls, and that'll make him immortal. Well, functionally, kind of a little bit immortal. Like, you know, this isn't that good of an item. Star Metal Plate might be better than that. Why is she breathing like that? Well, I don't know why the model's like that. But again, they are dragons. They're not good at breathing with human lungs. You know, they're trying to take bigger breaths of air. But yeah, I think it's just to show a little bit of motion. It looks like the alchemist does it. The alchemist is a person, you know. She's a lady, I think. Yeah, I don't think she's a peasant. She's probably, like, important. She's got a little gold mask, you know. They don't give them to just anybody. We're going to put this terrifying mask of EE on her. That'll let her cause terror. That'll be good. We'll take Flaming Metallurgy. Alright, so there we lost a peasant. We need to get... So this is an army with less punch in the Lord Dueling slot. Let's actually get a little bit better troops in it, right? We can get, like, a Jade Warrior in the front. 2 of them? No, that's ridiculous. 2 Jade Warriors in this economy. We're going to get rid of 1 more peasant for 1 more Crane Gunner. Because she makes them 50% cheaper. She makes the peasants look really cheap, too. But the Astromancers at least have the excuse of being like wizards of heaven's magic, so they do have to breathe more than other people do. We're going to have a defense over the end of the turn, and hopefully it'll go well. Because even if we start crumbling and we drop all of this stuff, which would be very bad, right? It would be very bad. Oh, there's this Slanesh corruption thing here. We don't want that. Well, if we lose it, it'll be a waste to burn it down. It would be very bad. This is like one of our special fortress cities. We've got 27 people in here, so maybe we'd be able to hold. We've got a wizard that flies. Maybe we'd be able to hold. This army seems rough, but not like totally impossible to kill. It's gonna have a chariot lord, so we could shoot it up potentially with like a cannon tower. Anyway, we need to move Halu up to support, I think. Drop a peasant to embed the wizard. Do we start recruiting another? We could just recruit an army of J. Oh, never mind. This guy is going to be there next turn. We were definitely moving in the right direction. All right, so we can just... We'll recruit a general here. And maybe that'll let us hold for like 1 turn. Alright, so we might be taking some very, very rough losses in this early part of the war, but I think it'll be fine in the long run anyway. The problem is that I'm talking too much and not playing enough, and we don't have an eternity to play today, so I should really get to it. Okay, so this general can now get this rattled effect that hurts the things, or gives even more defense and missile resist to all of our guys. I think making him a better duelist is the way to go. Okay, we finally got army replenishment in foreign territory for the caravan master. That is very excellent indeed. And speaking of a caravan, we can send out another one. To Karazakarak? Yeah, I don't think we've gotten that item yet, so we might as well. Alright, well... Time to see how these end-of-turn battles are going to go. Oh, clearly earlier, sorry. I sort of skimmed over. If I ever thought about the concept of health pools worked, don't see how one thing could be so durable. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is in Total War, all of these... Oh, if I take the auto-resolve, we win, and I don't even have to do it? Well, that's what we're doing. No, we'll save it first. If I lose, we'll reload and take the auto-resolve win. Yeah, I'm like, let's fight this battle. Bunches of dogs, manticore, flyers... Yes, I hope I win too. This is the crummy build. Yeah, no bridges here, I don't think. There's a couple different internal layouts to Cathay cities. And, you know, they're assigned one. And some of them are amazing, and some of them are technically buildings. This is one full of technically buildings. So what you have to do is defend the city. Now, you can do that by trying to defend the walls. It won't work and you'll die. But if you... we've got our bird, though, our bird caster. We only have access to a couple handfuls of casts here. But if we just pop these dogs, then we won't have to worry about them running around and being fast on the inside. They're also really fast at blowing up gates. Sort of humorously. So we'll probably try to hold, like, here. You can make a barricade there, and then they've got to go around the long way and funnel into the front. So what we'll probably do is say, you know, peasant here, couple big heavy hitters in the back because you'll want them to be fresh for the late battle, and if anybody comes around, you'll want to have them there. You know, so those will be the rear guard ones. Celestial General in the front, basically always. You don't want your guys too tightly packed because Tzeentch is a bunch of wizards. But we're just going to count on... Yeah, so if once they take that, they'll try to come up. So we can actually move... Well, not like that. Like here, and then if we want to fight on the point to try to hold it, we can determine that as it gets in closer. Metalcaster in there to basically do nothing. She's just taking up space. And we'll have this last halberd. This will be in the back to protect against dives from the screamers. And we're just going to put basically all of our ranged on this one side, and then we'll reposition them to these wings over here if they end up trying to go in that direction. Because there's just so many routes in. Now, you could try to defend, like, the doors. That's very dumb, though. That'll never work. Because there's so many routes in, right? They can go around here on this little thoroughfare. This is not built like a place that you're going to defend from a siege, but we might do it all the same. We do start with a whole bunch of materials for defense. Yeah, we'll have these guys right here. Not the Jade Warriors in the front. We need them alive. All right. That's something. We still have guys all around the wall. Feels bad. But not that bad actually, because now I'm like, oh, this is a lot of troops. This is more than I thought I had. Okay. We're gonna assume they're gonna go this way. If we assume that, why don't we just try to hold one of the wings? No, that's not smart. Because what if we die? Alright. You got a force in the middle, force on the right and the left. And we outnumber them. We've got our Moonbird ability. We've got our magic, such as it is. We've got our Ancestral Warrior Summon. Now, they do have Horsemen here. There's not a lot of range on this ability for Wind Blast, but... we get some good damage. I mean, we do, 1,000 or so damage there. It's not perfect. You can do more if they're not... if they're not getting away from you. Now, these Screamers of Tzeentch are going to fly right in. Oh, I forgot to build... oh, my goodness. Well, that's bad. So, you can build towers, right? And they build instantly at the beginning of a battle. And I didn't do that. So that's not good, but it might be fine. These flyers coming in, if they... so these are like anti-large armor-piercing fighters, these Screamers of Tzeentch. They don't have a ton of hit points. The only thing they're good against is my bird. So I just need to not get my bird killed. That's why we're running out directly at them. To see if we can threaten them in some way. Yeah, he's already through the gate. But I guess a lot of them are waiting. Do I just charge him even though he's... this might be dumb. Maybe we just... no, because he's a chariot. We don't need to... we've got charge defense on our troops in the front. We don't need to let him get free damage on us, especially if he's just going to charge in. Chariots do a lot of impact damage against... troops. But here we can start harrying him because he's about to be in range of our missile troops. And oh man, did you see how much they hit me for? Okay, I'm an idiot. I thought it was going to go better than that. Alright, well. We barely hit him at all, and I'm not in the air, and now we're going to lose? Please let me. Please let me. So we're, he's stopping me from taking off. I think I just threw... The good news is he's not really good at hitting birds. The bad news is he does like 1,000 damage somehow. Anyway. That's not the worst thing that could have happened. It's still very bad. We're going to try to get a Wind Blast here to hit some dogs, and their skirmishers, it worked a little bit. Alright, so our guys on the front are about to get melted here. If we give them this buff spell, that'll help them for a bit. But now our archers are firing, and all these dogs are about to melt. The Celestial General is going to drop his buff here in the center. Are they flanking? No. Are they flanking? No. All the heat's coming right here in the middle. So all we have to do is win this big blob fight against a Chaos Lord and his retinue, and we'll be fine. The good news is these chariots are getting absolutely dunked on. We're going to halberd summon right here in the center because, of course, our our front line wasn't there anymore. And now these Jade Warrior halberds are going to go up and... so these chariots are running a little rampant here, but we'll be fine. We now have back-to-back halberds on them. Oh no, are you kidding? What's happened? What? No, what? What? My lord just getting, like, pushed all the way out of the formation with this chariot. Oh my god. Oh my god. I cannot believe it. We're just gonna reload and auto-resolve it if I lose, right? I cannot believe how good this chariot is. This is blowing my mind. I'm so mad right now. He just pushed me. He just kept on pushing me. And now the Screamers are going to come in, and, jeez. Jeez. All we have to do is hold. I don't know how it's going to go, though. Alright, their leader is doing wonderfully and just beating everybody up. Their air force is getting beat up very, very badly. These chariots have taken that side, which means they will be piercing into the backfield before too long, unless we can stop them. These spears are harried. These bows are all offline. I am a bad player. What I would have to do to win? Just be good. Just being good would be enough. What I thought was going to work didn't work at all. I don't know what I thought was going to happen with this setup. It didn't work. Nothing that was part of the plan worked. And, yeah. And we're still maybe going to win. This is very, very bad. This is, like, if I didn't have a dramatically superior army, they would definitely have run all the way over me. Because the thing about a lot of these good units, even though they're totally ripping up the backfield, they're not, like, good at killing all of my peasants at all. These Exalted Pink Horrors are, but we can shoot them. Alright. Now, my lord is going to live with 500 hit points. Theirs is going to die. And I think he was like a kind of high level, but not immortal, so that's the best kind. Yeah, just very, very poor performance indeed. These point quarters are in melee with spearmen, though, which means I just need to get the rest of my people fighting, because that's actually a good matchup, and we've got cannon support. We just need to shoot the pink quarters. They're a ranged unit. You know, they do okay in melee combat, but they don't want to be in it. Alright. Their lord is still kicking. We are still trying to kill him. He's got 132 hit points. Flank on the left is gone. Flank on the right isn't happening anymore. Sometimes it is really hard to trace down a fleeing character. It's very important to do it, though. This alchemist is dying. These guys are chasing after their lord, and it's not working at all. Everyone is trying to beat Fregnus Hellnox, and it's just not working for us. But the good news is we've lost a huge amount of troops, but we won! I mean, not yet. We did win, though. They're trying to backcap us. We noticed. I mean, maybe we didn't win. Maybe we're gonna... Okay, yeah. So what happens now is we get all of our troops shot up by their superior ranged forces and don't notice it. But this flank is secured. They're shattered all the way over here. The Manticore flying in again. Of course, flying units would... We have access to flying counters to their units that are, like, really good against their specific units. And we didn't bring them, you know, because they're expensive. And I didn't know we were going to have this fight. But the Manticore gets shattered. This was actually, like, chariots, Chaos Chariots. They're pretty good, and they're definitely good against you if you're dumb. Now, if you're dumb, I'm sorry. I don't mean it in a negative way. I'm really talking about me here. Alright, I think their leader left the map. I think. I have no idea where their last troops are. Ah, here they are. Swinging around behind my archery lines that I finally got online. And compromising them again. I am a truly terrible player. But we're winning. You know, if he hadn't pushed my general out so bad, there's a lot of bad plays here for me, so I don't even know. I'm not that mad about it. Look, we won. I didn't think the auto-resolve was going to give me the win. I thought, when I saw that army, maybe we'll be able to hold. We ended up, I mean, we've got plenty of troops left, right? We've got a severely beat-up hero corps. But we're garrisoned. We don't have to fight again next turn. And this is like with the small garrison. We have an ability to instantly build all of the things in a town. We can't use it quite yet, but what we're going to do is build a wall here. I don't know if we rush construction on it. We might be able to just hold. Because now with this guy gone, there's the other one who's going to attack the other city. But they can't have more than 4 or 5 armies, so dealing with this many, with one mini, right now is good. And, you know, we dealt with chariots, screamers, you know, a couple exalted pink horrors. These aren't, like, the most premium units, but they're not, like, totally useless either. And getting them off of the field is great. Also, this Chaos Warrior was level 17, I think, so he was going to be able to be immortal pretty soon, and that would have been a problem. We take the money. We take the money. We pay off the ogres. Clan Angren's been eliminated. Oh, my heart. Sadness. Ha. And this chump is trying to retreat into my lands. Yanbo comes up. Steel chair. And, you know, that army was super beat up, so we just beat it all the rest of the way up. Make a little bit of cash. Oh. Standard wage in. So that's going to give us a leadership buff for the thing, and then a leadership negative for the enemies that are around it. That's a pretty cool little item. We'll use it in Miao Ying's army. And we want one of these standards of Nangao for her so that she can put it on her artillery and give herself massive range as well. Massive range. So we have a choice here. I mean, there's tons of choices in life. But I think what we're going to do is Oh, he didn't get to Jadewind Mountain. He's afraid. Yeah, because if I just go, like, right here, then we'll be able to forestall him. And if he tries to go down there, we'll be able to, Actually, we could, like, go to ambush mode here, right? And then... Because he just may not be able to even get down there, and then he's got to go the long way around, and he's at war with Lokir anyway, so he won't even want to make that move. That might make him a little nervous. Alright, what do we want here? More peasants? More peasants. I don't know if keeping the Metalcaster is good. It lets the army move further. 15% more movement is really good. And Metalcasters are good. I just want to focus on my bird boys, my birdmen. Because we have access to 8 of these guys, and there's absolutely no reason. There's no reason at all for us to not have 2 of them in every army. Flying monsters that increase everybody else's strength as well as their own through spell intensity. 600 weapon strength, flaming attacks. You know, like, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Flaming attacks, of course, gives you bonus against things that are weak to fire, which can be a lot of stuff. And now, Miao Ying, I think we just go and take Wei Jin, and then... Because if we try to take the gate at the bastion, then we have to do a bastion battle, and that'll be really annoying. But if we move in here, he can attack Pomei. It's not ideal. This is a very small garrison. Once we get more people here, it should just let us take the auto-resolve quite handily. If not, then we'll do it ourselves. Decisive victory, yeah, no, well, we lose a couple of peasants. We'll still do it. A siege against 11 units isn't interesting. I mean, in the early game it can be. Hey, we get an achievement. Celestial City secured. Playing as Cathay, occupy Wei Jin. That's how much I've played Cathay before. We haven't even taken the Imperial City in any playthrough. Alright, so Paradise Gardens is... Control, growth, faction-wide. Seems good. And then we will take... a garrison there. No, we need... We want a good garrison, which means this one. Which means now we need 2... Yang economy buildings and such, and there we go. The corruption is annoying because it hurts my guy, but it's more important for Miao Ying's army to get put back together again. We're going to take these 2, this is going to give us better stats against Chaos. It'll give us plus 10 melee defense against Chaos, which, you know, that's really, really strong. It's basically a whole bunch of abilities worth of an ability. And here, I think... Okay, so Vilitch is right there. This is their faction leader. He's a scary guy. But... Can he get all the way up here? If I go to March Stance... I don't think... Because he's in March... I don't think he can catch me. If he can, then we'll lose. No, we'll just move right there, and then we'll be fine. Hargoth Festerheart. This guy's army is not nearly as good as the other one. This guy is on a horse, not a chariot. This guy does have a legendary hero with him. I don't know how that's going to go. They're wizards. I don't know much about them. I think we'll be fine. This army's already a little beat up, too. Okay, so we could instantly build things if we needed to. Like if we need to build a wall here at Wei Jin instantly. But oh man, look at that garrison. Oh wow. So this is like a special city. You know, like I said, it's the Imperial City. So it this is the palace, so it gives you like Celestial Dragon Guards, Celestial Dragon Crossbows. This is a very powerful garrison and just at level 3. So that's definitely gonna, we're gonna be able to hold that with little peasant group in there. Caravans returning home. Our allies are looking at Tamarkan, but this is good. So if Zhao Ming is moving in to the areas in the Mountains of Morn here. I think those are the Mountains of Morn. Yes. I'm like, is that the right word? I'm like, so many. Like, and actually this Roiling Skies, which I've not been taking, for lower defense and melee defense for flying enemy units. Now that we're fighting units that have flyers. Where's this alchemist at? Here, we do not need them. Alright. This is all fine, yeah, because this guy I don't think will win this fight here. I might even be able to win that like in a 1v1 on the field, right? I mean, maybe. Maybe not. It's a lot of peasants. I got a bird, you know, they got only the blue scribes. I don't know who wins in a fight. Maybe the bird? Oh, and then these guys we've got to level up. Alright. Revenue positive still. We need to start building some things here at Pomei and then imbalance there. We might... It depends on whether or not he can get to Pomei in one turn. Because if he can't, we can force march over and hit him. He might be able to. In the event that he does, that wall being built won't do anything. And one turn won't help. Alright, so the Dragon Gate and the Snake Gate are upgrading. The Bastion is improving. You know, the Bastion, very important. You get really big auto-resolve bonuses there, so all you gotta do is have something. But, you know, sometimes something is still too much. Okay. We were spotted before the ambush. But if we just auto it, then we kill their whole army anyway. Perfect. Yeah. They won't even be able to get away. Perfect. Couldn't have went better. We did the ambush. We messed them up. If we hadn't won on the auto resolve, we would have taken the other army from inside the garrison and popped them. But yeah, awesome. We will pay off Goldtooth. And we're trying to get casualty replenishment for peasants, and then we'll get stock for the archers. Yeah, it is a mega city. It's got more building slots than other places. So most capitals for a province have 8. You know, once you fully upgrade them, they have 8. And right now, like at level 3, this one has 4. At level 3, this one has 6 total slots. You know, 1 for the main thing, and then 5 more that you can build. It also, so they have these things called landmarks, which is represented by this little gold icon on the map. Most cities have 1 or 2 landmarks. This one has 3 landmarks, and they basically, this is the Celestial Palace. This is the seat of the Emperor. So it gives you big bonuses for all your armies for the Celestial Dragon Guard. So like his and her guardians, and then other stuff like that. So this is the most important city in Cathay. This is the capital of the Empire. So it is both a mega city and a very good and important regular city. Hellnock's here. So all we need to do is drop 1 peasant for a bird and drop this Astromancer. I'm sorry, you were a good Astromancer. One of the best. Your services are no longer required, my friend. But we will rename this guy to the name of the Astromancer that we just kicked and pretend that he studied overnight and gained 4 levels. There you go. We'll give him the Star Metal Plate. Because this army has to be stacked, you know. Jade Amulet, Experimental Explosives. Because this army has to be stacked, you know. And then we're going to put another one of them in here. Because this army, in spite of being full of peasants, is really quite punchy. Yeah, so here we force march over to Pomey to support it. Also, like, with this garrison plus me, they won't be able to take it. We'll be just a little bit out of harmony for a bit here. It's not the end of the world. This army is a little expensive when it's out of harmony, but it's not the worst. Moxia Corfex here is absolutely going to get trucked on by this remaining army. Throw him in here for better replenishment. Yonbo just moves in encampment stance forward, and then, oh, that's bad. Now we didn't replenish all the way. It'll be okay. I don't know where Vilitch is. That doesn't feel great. We're We're just going to move forward. We can global recruit peasants in one turn now because we have so much land. We probably could have done that a bit ago. So we can get peasants and peasant archers in one turn from encampment stance. So that's very good. One of the best things in the game is being able to start doing stuff like that, where you get the creatures and you know, and fighters that you most need in one turn. Because 2 turns seems like it's twice as long as 1 turn, but it's much longer than twice as long. 2 turns means you can't move the next turn, which means if anything weird happens, you're just going to have to deal with it. Vilitch's army is garbage! Good, good. Now Ying needs to wait here for like a turn. Yeah. And the harmony here in Wei Jin is getting out of whack, and which is making her army expensive. Can she get to here in 1 turn? Well, if she could, then Vilitch would pop her, so we don't want to do that. Later, Thomas. Thanks for stopping out. We won't be playing too much longer here, as it is the weekend for the world. But for me, as the songs say, my weekend starts on Wednesday. So, all right, they have attacked the Dragon Gate. We auto it, and you know, the Bastion falls. We will take the quicker way. Alright, so this guy has made a big mistake with this. Because now we might be able to get... We might be able to get Zhao Ming to take part of the Bastion, and that'll be awesome because that will make him a bulwark against our foes to the north. Right now, this guy is so beat up, so if we just take our beat up army up there, we can almost certainly crack him. Yeah, because I've got... Yeah, no, we can definitely beat him. Can we get to him? Will he run? He runs. Well, you know, at least we kicked him out. And we got into replenishment zone, so that's perfect. Alright, so for this army, do we want... Do we want, like, anything that's good at holding the line? These peasants are just as good at holding the line as they are, though, right? Yeah, I mean, like, they've got, like, barely more armor. Yeah, peasants that are juiced are just as good as Jade Warriors are. We don't need any of them. The Halberds at least have, like, armor piercing on them. And the charge defense. But the charge defense doesn't exist on regular Jade Warriors. Of course, we haven't taken the Jade Warrior tech either. So, you know, it's hardly their fault. We are upside down on money. That's because we are not in harmonious regions. Wow! This is... Our level of control in our home province is, like, just a handful away from total failure. Well, you know, sometimes that's how it goes. Do any of these increase public order? No, I didn't build any of those buildings. You're probably supposed to build public order buildings when you're playing them very hard, but I don't. I'm bad. Oh, we should have built a harmonious thing here for the wall. That would have been better. But we won't be out of harmony for too much longer. We'll get it sorted out, and then we'll make more money. Wei Jin will get harmonious in a turn. I guess Vilitch thinks he wants to go brawl with Miao Ying. He doesn't. He doesn't. Alright, so here we will just grab the city of the Shugengan. And yeah, just like walk out in front and say, come at me, bro. Vilitch's army cannot mess with Yuan bows. Vilitch is a good fighter. He's very strong. He's got good animations, big weapon strength. He's got good stats. Yuan bow is one of the premier duelists in the game out of the box. You can juice up anybody, well, almost anybody, to be amazing. But Yuan bow is just like pretty dang good at the start. We're only level 30 with him, but it's been a lot of good levels out of it. So what we want to do here is get this guy the robes. Yeah, because that'll give him the bound spell of fire, and that'll be good. And we'll give her this trickster's helm, because why not? You know, what are you going to do? We need to give this ancillary back to Dilong. That will make him appear to be, to all intents and purposes, the exact same one as we had at the beginning of the campaign, even if he's been replaced with a guy of the same name. You can't prove it. Don't even try to prove it, because you can't. Towson Davybreaker is trying to move up towards that city. He can't get there in time, right? We'll just go, like, right here. I don't even think he can get to Jadewind Mountain. He might be able to. But we are going to be able to... Now I'm seeing, like, with our global recruitment down for the Peasant Archers, we'll be able to get, in some of these places, you know, a whole lot of recruitment done in a reasonably short amount of time. One more turn for our peasant juice to get squeezed from the fruit of industry. Now we wait. Greasus wants a defensive alliance. Well, I'm not surprised because he's losing. We're going to have problems soon, right? It looks like the Skaven have taken over all of this. Tamrakon's Ascendant here. And the Chaos Dwarfs are pushing in. Now, the good news is that Zhao Ming, the Iron Dragon, and I are friends. And he's friends with Balthazar Gelt. And so... Good animation. Some of the hitboxes, yes, absolutely. So, you know, like on the battle map, how each of the units has a model. Each of those models has hit points assigned to it, and each of the models, when they stab their spear, you know, they have an attack and defense stat, and so does the enemy, and that determines whether or not an attack will hit. But if you go to stab and they're not there, or you have like a big wind up like over your head with an ability like you have a sword, but your sword swing goes like that, and somebody else's sword swing just like stabs right forward, that one is a good animation. There's like Pegasi in the game, and they have terrible animations. A lot of flying units, if you try to like dive at something on the ground, they just won't go hit them. So there's some things where it seems like it would be good, but once you see them in combat, you're like, oh, this monster can't focus. This one has trouble, you know, turning its head or whatever. Some like Minotaurs will charge like just like bull rush through. They'll drop kick things. They'll roll in through a whole unit and stuff like that. Has very good animation. A good animation is just one that has a higher chance of disrupting a formation or of connecting. Because, like I said, the stats are only a part of the explanation. Oh, man. We have a big battle here against Vilitch. This is going to be what determines the campaign. It says we're going to lose. Do I have time for this? Yes, I do have time for this. It says we're going to lose, but... But we'll see. We'll see. We will see about that. I bet once Yuan comes out, if we can find Vilitch on the battlefield, I bet we can work it out. We've got a caster. They have some air units, but we'll have to be careful. They have some ranged units, not a ton, just some, and then a big, long, wide front line of chaos. Their backup lord is on a chariot. Yeah, it's gonna be a little hairy. We'll have to see how it goes. Because the thing is we can lose. This whole army is an army raised for the defense of Cathay. The reinforcing army of Yuan, that's the army that that we can't lose. I mean, we could. Our faction would be able to weather the storms of fortune. We don't want to do that. We could edge guard him here, but that seems bad. What we want to do is just deploy such that when our reinforcements come in, we'll be able to fight in the smallest possible space, which is going to be right here. Yep, that's going to be right here. Moonbird to harass on the way in. We're just going to try very hard to not get it killed anywhere. Because we'll just move everybody over here, and then we'll set up here in the mountain pass just a little bit forward, and then when the reinforcements come in, they'll be able to stream in and help out, because I think this is like impassable terrain. Yeah, they won't even be able to walk on that. We'll be quite safe here. They'll be reinforcing there. We'll be reinforcing here, and once Yuan arrives, we'll be able to turn up all the notches. All right, let's start the battle. Because we don't want to run... If we run our wizard forward, we get killed by the screamers, right? Yes, that is what happens. So we don't want to do that. Also, we don't have access to like 1 billion winds of magic here, so we don't want to be spending it on everything. We're probably just going to use Yuan things. All right, so this guy's... He's going to just like steal our magic. He's going to steal our magic. They are summoning on top of us. This is a terrible move for them. Yeah, that's awesome. We're really lucky this happened. So because this is a demon summon, but these demons are like ranged demons, and he just wasted what would have been quite a powerful thing. Because he's got 2 of those summons for his army, and we just basically baited one of them out by sitting here, which is awesome. The screamers are coming in. Alright, we just need to get... Ha-ha! Yeah, baby! You're about to be in for it, because you know who's here. It's Yuan, it's your boy! And we're going to put these guys into control group 2. Cannon in the back. Crane gunner here. We're going to have a triple flyer in control group 2 now. And now, with our 3 Moonbird plus Onyx Chrome in support, Satang in the front. Oh, yeah. Let's have a party. Let's go. Who wants to brawl? Get some. Do we shoot at Vilitch? No, I think we just shoot at anything. We shoot at screamers of Zinch. No, we'll... Oh, yeah, the cannon! That's a lot of damage. We're going to use his buff spell on the cannon. No, it's too far away for him to hit. Yeah. Yeah, we've got all of this. Alright, so they are summoning onto the back of our troop again. That's not going to work. We're just going to dive, and that will work. Alright, they're about to try to go through the woods here. They're going for a big envelopment, but I mean, like, how are they planning on doing it? Their army is all spread out, so if they just give me a little bit of time here, the crane gunners are opening up. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. We're gonna throw the buffs down. Satang still having a party. We're just gonna put him in this direction. We got more screamers to deal with. I think the crane gunners will be shooting them soon. We're just gonna move these up a little bit. Oh man, that's a lot of damage. At least it was just a peasants. Just a peasants. I'm a bad person. Alright, that is a big spell. We need to get out of there. This flank attempt has already totally been taken out. These screamers are just sitting in the air. This peasant gets melted, absolutely shockingly melted by that spell, but it's over now. Another huge army ability comes in. Oh my goodness, Zinch really has the... They've really got the heat, don't they? But we now see Vilitch, and that's all we needed. We needed to get on him. We're silenced? Yikes. Well, we're gonna need to get halberds onto their troops in the back. Yuan wants to fight Vilitch, and Vilitch is here, so let's get him. If we throw a Blossom Wind down the pipe here on these pink horrors, they'll dodge it. They'll dodge it. They'll dodge it! And then I'll cast it onto my own troops. And then I'll cast it onto my own troops. The good news is, we're on Vilitch now. We're just going to go ahead and cast the Jade Shield on us just for a little bit of help. And then the support fire is going to come in. How are we doing here? We're doing great. We're fighting Centaurs in the trees. We've got a long line of spears. We have some dogs in the back line. Not ideal, but they're breaking. Crane gunners can't see anything to shoot. That is very bad indeed. We're going to dive our Wizard Core onto this Chaos Sorcerer. We're going to throw a big Talons right here into the epicenter of combat. Because this is just a huge block of these jerks, and we need to get rid of some of them. And that actually works super well and crunches up a lot of them. But oh man, look at that. We are routing on this side. Celestial General getting trucked on. Where's Yuan? No, don't leave him there with Vilitch. Yuan, you monster. Alright, the good news is this side, this flank is fine. Right? Right? These trolls are getting escorted off of the battlefield. These archers are firing at someone, so we're not moving them. These archers are routing off of the battlefield. Not ideal. Satang having a party up against these Chaos Trolls. We just need to get some wind blasts out against their chumps here. Maybe that'll help. Are we fighting spears? We're not fighting spears, and that makes all of these engagements okay with our wizards. They got a Chaos War Shrine in the back. We're going to beat on that. Man, oh man, oh man. I cannot see what's going on. Are we losing this? I think we are. A whole lot of peasants just running. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. I think we're losing this. I don't even, like, how are we not done any damage to Vilitch? This is so infuriating. Did he kill the general? He killed him. He just killed him. And Yuan is over here, like, talking to someone? I don't know. Oh my goodness. What a terrible, terrible battle. Yeah, we're just losing. We're in full rout. They are running over all of our army with, like, 4 dudes. All of our peasants are just running off of the battlefield. Chain routes. Yuan is doing nothing. Oh, I can't breathe. I can't believe this. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. I just don't even see how we're losing. And yet we've lost. I don't believe it. I can't believe it. How do they do so much damage? How am I so bad and how are they so good? I just don't see it. I don't know how this is even possible. Satang's dying. We're all dying. I don't understand. I literally don't understand at all how we could have lost this. I don't get it. This army wasn't even very strong. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know. And after all of that, we've still done 0 damage to Vilitch. 0 damage. He hasn't taken a single health pool hit in this whole fight. I'm an idiot. I'm a bad player. I lose. Well, I guess that's the end of the Yuan campaign. Yeah, I guess that's it. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We lose the game. I guess we just can't beat Vilitch at all. So, yeah, there you go. Whatever. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. The man's Yuan, I thought he was good, but I'm so bad that he's not good anymore. I can't believe we lost that battle. I don't know what happened. They must have just had, like, a bunch of, like, spells that I wasn't, anticipating, or army abilities that, like, I don't know. I don't know. That was so rough. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely fun while it lasted. Losing the game is part of playing the game. Anyway, I gotta go to work. See you guys. Later, Coolio. Thanks for dropping in. Later, Thomas.